Hey there, AmyK here. 50 at 50, number, I don't even know where we're at, 44. We're getting down to the wire. So if you've got a question for me, first of all, I would love to answer it. You can send it to support@shegetsit.com. We got a doozy today and we are diving in. AmyK, I'm so angry I had to write. My boss, an old white dude, her words, literally told me yesterday that I talk too much. His words exactly. She writes in quotes, "You and the other girls talk too much. It's hard to listen." Now I'm a little angry too. Okay, what? She writes, what? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. Totally justified. How do you respond to this? I'm 34, hardly a girl. What do you say to someone when they are shutting you down and treating you like you're a little girl? It's 2022 for F's sake. She wrote out the whole word. I work in a male-dominated industry, so I get a lot of guy talk, but this was awful. Yeah, it was. I want to go back and say something, but I don't want to lose my job or be viewed worse. Any help is great, Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa. Yeah, there are several things that you can say, and we'll play with tone and tenor for however you want to deal with it. But old white dude, let's call him Dick. Short for Richard. I mean, short for Richard. All right, Dick. You could say, what do you mean it's hard to listen? So what you're doing is you're putting his comment back on him and you're holding him accountable for that remark. Or you could say, hey, could you be specific? Like, when do you think I talk too much? Or when do you think the women are talking too much? And really hold him accountable for that comment that he made. You could say, oh, Dick, that was really sexist. Like, did you mean to sound so sexist? Is there a specific example that you're referring to? Because that generalization was really inappropriate and rude. So you could do something like that. You could also say, if a man talked too much, would you tell him that it was hard to listen to him, or would you have worded it more constructively rather than judgmentally or condescendingly? So you can do that. You could say, Dick, it's really hard to listen to rudeness too. Did you mean to sound so rude? And if you have constructive feedback for me, I'm more than open to it. But saying that the women in this office talk too much and it's hard to listen, that's really mean. Did you mean to sound so mean? So you can call them on it. The other thing, if you feel like you're gonna lose your job, is you can go to HR and you can say, hey, I want this on the record. I want to document that this comment was made because that's a comment that I'm not sure what to do with if I'm trying to advance in my career, if I'm looking for mentorships here, if I'm thinking that there are opportunities here. But if this person of power feels like the women talk too much and we're hard to listen to, well, then how do we assert our opinions, our perspectives, our input on decision-making projects and be taken seriously? And so that's a justifiable complaint to HR. Now, I'm just scratching the surface. Alyssa, I'm going to write to you offline, but you're allowed to hold Dick accountable to his comments. All right, from my heart to yours, hugs.